What is up, guys? Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and yes, welcome to another app review. I'm busting these out tonight for you guys. This is of the application Mailbox. Now, this is probably the #1 best email application I have ever used, but I will tell you immediately that it does only support Gmail, unfortunately. So hopefully in a future update they will bring other email, client support to it, like Yahoo or Live. But before you discard the idea of using Mailbox, with my Live account, I was able to basically input my Gmail into it, and it forwards my Live emails directly to my Gmail, and it's just a great workaround. So if you have a Yahoo account, there might be a way of doing that. I don't know, but it did work with the Live account. So this is just hands down the best email application I've ever used. As you can see, I do have a badge of 4 in my inbox there, and that's one thing that's really cool about Mailbox. Is the object of Mailbox is to get your emails out of the inbox and get them organized or get rid of them. So many people let their emails build up and they have to go through all these junk emails, and it's just a kind of a hassle, and Mailbox really makes it not much of a hassle. So let's just go ahead and let's jump into it. Now, Mailbox is incredibly simple, and you can basically manage all of your emails with simple swipe gestures. So I'm just going to kind of go over those first. So the top one here is Amazon 4th generation Intel Core processor. Let's say I wanted to archive that. Just swipe it to the right about halfway, and as you can see with the check mark, that means it's going to be going to my archived emails. If it was junk, I could swipe it all the way to the right, and the X represents my trash, so to put it into my trash. So let's say Amazon Associates. Well, that I might want to be reminded about later. So if we swipe to the left, as you can see, you can set it up as a snooze email, which will pop back out at a specific time. So if I go ahead and drop that like so, I can be reminded later today, tomorrow evening, tomorrow, this weekend, next week, in a month, someday, or pick a date. Now, every one of these options is configurable within the settings. I will get to that in a minute. So I guess I'll remind myself later today. And 2 more emails here. So we have a couple of tweet emails here from Twitter. I was talking to Ken earlier. Big shout out to Ken Films HD. So let's say I want to add that to a list. Just swipe all the way to the left, and I could add that to my business list or my Nest reports. Let's go ahead and add that to business. Now, another thing that's really cool about Mailbox is if we go back to the list here and we go to business and we go to Ken's emails, I can put it back into my inbox, back out, go back to my inbox. Let's say we had like 30 junk emails. Well, it'd be kind of pointless to sit here and swipe on every single one to put them in the trash. So if you look on the bottom here, you can actually do all the 4 swipe gestures from the bottom tab here, and it allows you to do that action with all the emails on the list. So you can, obviously archive or delete or snooze them, or even add them to a list, which is just extremely handy, especially when you've gone through all your emails and all you have is just a bunch of junk and you want to throw it all in your trash, like 40 of them. You can do them all at once, so that's extremely efficient. So again, let's just go ahead and throw this into business, and then Nest energy reports. I do have a specific Nest list, so I'll go ahead and throw that into my Nest reports, and there my mailbox or my inbox is at 0. It says you're all done. There's always, every day there's a different picture here in the logo, and you can go ahead and click this little arrow here. You can share, you can tweet or post to Facebook that your inbox is at 0, and then you can find out about today's photo. So it's pretty cool. You got kind of a motivation to get to 0 to see what the different picture is. It's pretty neat. At the top here, at the top bar, you do have your snoozed emails, obviously your inbox, and then you do have your archived. You can compose a new email with the little button there. We can go ahead and cancel that. And then, of course, over on the side here is the pretty generic email menu here, I guess. You have your mailbox, which is your inbox. You have your snoozed emails. You have your lists. You have your archive, your trash, your sent. And then down here is settings. This is where it gets kind of fun. So here's your email accounts. I only have 1 Gmail account. That's all I use. You can add an account. You can have a default account if you have more than 1 account. You can edit your signature for that email account. You can have your lists here. So if I want to rearrange these, I can. If I want to add a new one, I can do it just very simply like that. You can easily delete a list. You can go down to your snoozes here. And this is pretty neat, like that little pop-up that I showed you that said later today, tomorrow. You can configure all those times. So you have your start my day at, start my weekend at, end my work day at, my week starts, my weekend starts, later today, and someday. all completely configurable. Very, very handy. So we can go ahead and click done. Next, you have sync preferences. You can mark your archived as read. You can unstar moved items. Next, we have notifications. I like having push notifications enabled for a new email and a snoozed email. It's kind of a no-brainer. So you have the options of turning those off if you'd like. And then app badge count. If you have a email that's threaded, so it's multiple emails but threaded together like with Twitter or something, by default it will show every one of those emails as a separate email. You can disable that and show a thread as one, so it kind of makes the number a little less. And then you can actually have it so it does not show how many emails you have at all. So you do have the badge count option, which is pretty awesome. And that's pretty much all there is to Mailbox. Incredibly simple and incredibly efficient in my opinion, and it's just hands down the best email application I've ever used. Again, that's Mailbox. The iTunes link is down in the description if you guys would like to check it out. If you guys did enjoy this review, definitely give me a thumbs up. That does help me out tremendously. Also, if you guys want to see more reviews like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.